Hi, good day everyone. Before I begin, let me introduce myself and my group members. My name is Ishani Murali, along with Lisha Subramaniam, Dineshwari Ravichandran, Gopikamba Sundaramurthy and Saranya Naidu Krishnan. Today, we're going to present about on Kim Jong-Nam murder case.
Hi, my name is Dineshwari Ravichandran. Today I'm going to present about the fact of the case Kim Jong-Nam. On 13 February 2017 at about 9 am, he was attacked by two women, one of whom was Vietnam's Duan Thi Yong, while the other was Indonesia Siti Aisyah, with PX Nerve agent near an airport self-check in kiosks at level 3, departure all in Kalai A to the low-cost carrier terminal at Kuala Lumpur International Airport while waiting for a 10:50 am. Kim Jong-Nam, the half-brother of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, was assassinated on 13 February 2017 when he was attacked with PX Nerve agent at Kuala Lumpur International Airport, Malaysia. Kim was the eldest son of Kim Jong-il, the leader of North Korea from 1994 to 2011. Four North Korean suspects left the airport shortly after the assassination and reached Pyongyang without being arrested. Other North Koreans were arrested but were released without charge. Two women, one Vietnamese, the other Indonesia, were charged with murder. They claimed they thought they were part of a TV prank. In 2019, the murder charge were dropped. The Vietnamese woman Duan Thi Yong pleaded guilty to voluntarily causing hurt by dangerous weapons or means and was sentenced to 3 years and 4 months but received a 1/3 reduction in a term and was released a month later. It is widely believed that Kim Jong-Nam was murdered on the order of Kim Jong-un. The murder trial of Siti Aisyah and Duan Thi Yong began on 2 October 2017 at the High Court in Shahlam, Selangor, Malaysia, with both pleading not guilty. Judge Dato' Azmi Afrin was the presiding judge. Closing arguments in the trial began on 27 June 2018. On 16 August, the Malaysian court has decided to continue the trial on 1 November until April 2019. With the judge saying that a political assassination cannot be ruled out, although there was not enough evidence to say, adding the security camera footage showed that they had the knowledge that the liquid on their hands was toxic and there was no hidden crew and no attempt to bring the person in on the job afterward. As is common in reality TV prank shows, both of the accused are then being called to enter their defense since the trial will take another few months before a final verdict is reached. On 1 September, the Malaysian police are tracking down two Indonesian women who are willing to testify on the case. On 28 January 2019, the trial was postponed to March. In March 2019, Siti Aisyah was released after a murder charge was dismissed. Both the Indonesian and Vietnamese media later revealed the release was due to a recused letter sent by the Indonesian government, which had received a response from Malaysian Attorney General Tommy Thomas. On 1 April 2019, the murder charges against Yong was dropped and she pleaded guilty to the lesser charge of voluntary causing hurt by dangerous weapons or means. She was sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in prison but received a 1/3 reduction in a term and was released on 3 May 2019. Thank you.
My name is Ishani Murali. My metric number is DEM07200021. Chronology of the case. February 13, 2017. Aged 45, a North Korean man waiting to board a flight to Macau at a low-cost airport terminal in Malaysia complained to airport officials that someone grabbed him from behind him and smacked his face with some liquid. He was sent to the airport clinic and pronounced dead on the way to a hospital. International media broke the news that Kim Jong-Nam was murdered in Malaysia. Police later said the victim was a North Korean man known as Kim Chol based on his passport. Duan Tinh Huang of Vietnam was detained at the same airport terminal where Kim was killed. Indonesia's Siti Aisyah was detained. Malaysia's then Home Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi confirmed that Kim Chol was Kim Jong-Nam. Police arrested North Korean Ri Jong-chol, 47, who is believed to be a chemical expert. Police announced they were looking for 7 North Korean suspects in connection with the murder. Police later said 4 of them were believed to have left the country and later sought Interpol's help to detain them. Officials said Kim was killed by the toxic VX nerve agent listed by the UN as a weapon of mass destruction. Officials said they found no hazardous material nor any trace of VX after a sweep of the airport terminal where Kim was killed and declared it safe. South Korean lawmakers said the country's National Intelligence Service had told them that 4 of the North Koreans identified as suspects by Malaysian authorities were spies from North Korea's Ministry of State Security. The lawmakers also said they were told that 2 other suspects were affiliated with North Korea's foreign ministry and that the leader Kim Jong-un directed state-organized terror to kill his half-brother. The lawmakers didn't say how South Korea's spy agency got the information. March 1, 2017, Aisha and Huang were charged in a magistrate court with Kim Jong-nam's murder and faced the death sentence if convicted. Ri Tong, a former North Korean deputy ambassador to the United Nations who was leading a high-level delegation to Malaysia to seek Kim's body, said the heart attack likely killed the victim, not VX nerve agent as the auto spy showed. North Korean Ri Jong-chol was released due to a lack of evidence and deported. The Malaysian government expleted North Korean Ambassador Kang Chol days after scrapping a visa-free entry for North Koreans. Kang Chol, who had denounced Malaysia's investigations into Kim's death and accused Kuala Lumpur of colluding with outside forces to defame Pyongyang, was given 48 hours to leave the country. North Korea banned Malaysian citizens in its country from leaving as tension escalated over Kim's killing. Malaysia responded with a similar ban. 9 Malaysians held in Pyongyang returned home after the 2 countries struck a deal to end a diplomatic row. Malaysia released Kim's body to Pyongyang and also allowed North Koreans to leave, including a North Korean embassy official and an Air Koryo employee wanted by police for questioning over Kim's death. October 2, 2017, the joint trial of Aisha and Huang began in the High Court. They pleaded not guilty. Their lawyers said they were pawns in a political assassination orchestrated by 4 North Korean suspects who fled Malaysia on the day of Kim's killing. The 4 men were accused in the charge sheet of conspiring with the woman to kill him. August 18, 2018, High Court judge ordered that the 2 women to enter their defense after ruling there was enough evidence to infer that they had engaged in a well-planned conspiracy with the 4 missing North Korean suspects to kill him. The judge set January 7 for the trial to resume after Aisha's lawyers complained that some witnesses were unreachable. The trial was postponed to March. Aisha's lawyers sought time to appeal to higher courts to obtain statements given by the witnesses to police that they said are crucial for her case. Prosecutors unexpectedly dropped the murder against Aisha without giving any reason. Aisha was given a discharge not amounting to an acquittal by the court. She was flown back to Jakarta in a private jet on the same day. Indonesian officials said her release was release was due to Jakarta's continual high-level lobbying. A distraught Huang, who was supposed to start her defense, said she was in a shock. Her lawyers sought a postponement of the trial and asked prosecutors to also withdraw the murder charge against Huang. Vietnamese Foreign Minister Pham Binh Minh phoned his Malaysian counterpart Saifuddin Abdullah, requesting to the court to be fair and also free Huang. Malaysian Prime Minister Mahathir Mohamad said Aisha's release was based on the rule of law. Amid allegations the government had interfered in the trial. Law Minister Liew Hui Keong said Malaysia's Attorney General has sole discretion in withdrawing the charge against Aisha and that the government cannot interfere with the Attorney General's power. Prosecutors told the court that the Attorney General ordered the murder case to proceed against Huang. They didn't explain why the Attorney General refused to acquit her. Huang's lawyer accused the Attorney General of being unfair and discriminating against her. The judge postponed hearing to April 1 after Huang told the judge she was unwell and stressed. April 1, 2019, prosecutors said that the Attorney General offered a reduced charge of voluntarily causing injury with a dangerous weapon to Huang following repeated pleas from the Vietnamese government and her lawyers. Huang pleaded guilty and the judge sentenced her 3 years and 4 months in jail. Her lawyers said she will be freed early next month after a 1/3 remission for good behavior. Huang said she was very happy and that the sentence was fair. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisha Subramaniam. My metric number is 08200067. Now I want to present about Kim Jong-Nam murder case, the evidence of the case. Two women who said they were tricked into killing the half-brother of North Korea Kim Jong-un will go on trial. Siti Aisha and Don Tin Tuong are accused of smearing the toxic Never Accent VX on Kim Jong-nam's face in Kuala Lumpur airport last year. But they deny murder, saying they were told they taking part in a TV park. Judge said there was enough evidence to suggest they know what they were doing. Nurliza Binti Abdullah testified that Jong-Nam's pupil construction and faces in the underwear suggest he had been poisoned. On 24 February, Malaysia's police chief Khalid Abu Bakar announced that a post-mortem toxicology report had found traces on the nerve agent VX on Kim's face. He died within 20 minutes. That's only. Thank you.
From batch 22A. I would like to share about the suspect of Kim Jong-Nam murder case. Vietnamese national Do Thi Huang and Indonesian Siti Aisha say they were duped into believing they were part of a prank TV show when they smeared the nerve agent VX on Kim Jong-Nam's face at Kuala Lumpur airport in February 2017. The two women faced death by hanging if found guilty of murder. Thank you.
The conclusion of the case is investigators probing into the high-profile assassination of Kim Jong-Nam, the estranged half-brother of North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, believe that they have made their case. Less than a week after the February 13 murder at KLIA-2, police who had been working round the clock to solve the mystery yesterday tied up to loose ends to conclude their investigations. It is understood that a press conference today by Deputy Inspector General of Police Tan Sri Nur Rashid, which the media was alerted to last night, will shed light on the case, which has grabbed global attention. It is understood that those attending today's session will not be able to learn what was used to kill Jong-Nam. At press time, the toxicology's report has yet to be finalized. Whatever the potent poison was, it took about half an hour to kill him. The New Straits Times press group of newspapers yesterday front page had exclusive picture of Jong-Nam slumped on an armchair at the airport's clinic. Moments before he was taken into an ambulance where he died. Highly placed sources told the New Sunday Times that the investigator had solid evidence to draw links between the suspect in custody and the public executed murder of the 46 years old. The police have to date pick up 5 individuals, but since crossed out the involvement of 2. They believe that there are 3 more complicit in the crime. 2 of them may have flown the court, the source said, suggesting that they would have fled the country while all attention was on establishing if the other male suspect, unaccounted for, is still in hiding here or had left the country. Police believe that the 3 are also not Koreans. The duo, identified as Indonesia, Siti Aisyah, 25, and a woman who holds a Vietnamese passport, identified as Doan Thi Yong, 29, is in police custody. On Friday, police picked up a North Korean identified as Ri Jong Chol, 47. Police said that man was believed to be an operative of the North Korean Reconnaissance General Bureau. He was picked up from the Dynasty Garden condominium in Jalan Puchai Lama about 9:50 p.m. Unverified information suggested that the condominium had been used as a safe house for North Korean agents here since 2011. Ri is believed to be one of the 4 identified handlers of the 2 women. The 4 men were captured on Kala 8-2 close-secured television CCTV camera observing the assassination from the nearby Bibik Heritage Restaurant. Police also recovered from Bria. A department said they were trying to ascertain the authenticity of the document as the eye cut as low security phases and could be easily fogged. Police had in the wee hours of Friday brought the 2 women to the crime scene to reenact the crime. It is understood that the first arrest made on 2 days after the murder was enough for the police to make a major breakthrough in their investigation. One is believed to have spilled the beans on the elaborate plot assassinate him. Police pick up Siti Aisyah on Thursday. Those Israeli suspects were the unfortunate taxi drivers who was entangled in the web of intrigue after he drove up in line to pick up Duan at the airport's taxi stand at 9:30 a.m. soon after the murder. The other suspect released was Aisha's Malaysian boyfriend. Today's press conference will likely put an end to speculation on how Jong-Nam was poisoned. Reports have suggested that it could have been injected into him. Another suggested that one of the women sprayed lethal concoctions onto Jong-Nam when they accosted him in the middle of the airport's departure hall. CCTV clippings also drew many to conclude that the Vietnamese woman had a glove on her left hand, suggesting that it was laced with poison that killed Kim when she placed her hand over his face. It remains unclear why Jong-Nam was killed, although some international presses have speculated that he was planning to set up a government in exile. Police, however, have strong grounds to believe that North Korean secret agents were behind the murder. Thank you.
The justification for this murder case is both nations ban each other's citizens visiting and residents in their countries from living an unusual and swift international in relation that put both at risk of violating international law and